Wait. So you have discussed about you have read about this inheritance and polymorphism. Okay. We'll go through this, but before that, already I have told about this. He has asked, okay, import java.util.star. Import is a command which is used to bring other classes, other codes of other classes to your program. Okay, because other classes may have some functions, may have some variables which you can use in your class. So you must import them, right? If you don't import them, those code will not come to you. If the code is not coming to us, we are not going to use those things, right? We are not able to use the variables or functions, okay, of that class. So you must import it if it is present somewhere. So here scanner we want to import. So you have to write import java.util.scanner. That means the scanner class is available inside the util package. Util package is available under the Java package. So this much you have to do, and there is a semicolon. You see this is a statement like other statement, and it must be used before you start the class. Okay, before you start the class, so at the very beginning you must use this. Understood? You must use this one, then only you can use the scanner class in your program. Why do you use scanner class? Scanner class is used to take input, because scanner class has methods like next int, next line. This type of method it has. So you want to use them to take the integer, to take the string. So you need to create the scanner object. Okay, scanner kb is equal to new scanner bracketed system.in, and then kb dot next int function, and then it will ask you a number, and you will provide the number. Understood? And then you have to store the number and use it. So my saying is that scanner you have to use, so you have to bring this like this. Okay? And scanner is a class, you want to use it. If scanner is a class, that is also a file. Okay? That is under this package. Okay? Now we have also read. Yes. System and string. I have told that they are classes. System is a class. String is a class. That's why we are giving the capital letter to them. Okay. Starting, I'm telling. That's why we are giving the what? Capital letter to them. Understood or not? We have seen. So then, my question is, how we are able to use them without using import. Okay. So they are actually the system strings. These classes are under the lang package, java.lang package. Java.lang package there present, and this is a special package which is automatically imported, for you, right? You don't have to import it explicitly, right? It is implicitly imported, right? So you are not math.pow. So math.pow, math is another class that is also under this lang. Okay, that is under the java.lang. So when you use any function of a math class, you should not be worried about importing the lang. Okay. Yes. Java.util, that is another. It is another package. Util another package under Java. Yes. Which files are there under util? Under util, many other files are there. I have already told one file, that is spanner, right? Some other files like another is there, string tokenizer. What? String tokenizer. So that we'll discuss. You can go through also you can see in the internet. So Java is a dynamic language. It is changing day by day also, right? So you can see some when you are using internet, you can see what are the what are these classes under util package in Java. This question you can give at the Google and you can also get. Okay, understood? So nowadays it is very easy to learn, right? It is very easy to learn, very easy to know, very advanced things, right? But you need some attention. Okay. So next one is it. I was telling what inheritance. Okay. Inheritance is nothing but what? Getting the attributes and behavior of another person. Yes or no? Like a son inherits from the father. Yes or no? Many things he inherits. He inherits his appearance. He inherits his property. Okay. So many things he inherits. So here it is telling that we inherit as man, we inherit from the human, certain human, like speak, breathe, eat, drink, etc. Okay. Humans also inherits. Human is a abstract class. What do you mean by abstract? There is nobody human, right? It's abstract. Even we cannot do the object of it, because human is again divided into two parts, two classes, man and woman, right? So there is no human. You can say that man, there is a man, but you can say, so directly you cannot say there is no human, right? So human is a abstract class, right? you can't have any object of the human, but you can have the object of man. You can have the object of O-man. So man and O-man are concrete class. Okay, you can have object of them, but human is this actually man and O-man inherits from the human, right? But human is not the you cannot do any object from it. So it's a abstract class. Silence. And human is also not the root. Or over human also other classes are there. Human inherits from mammals. Okay, human inherits from a mammal. So mammal is also an abstract class, right? Understood or not? So and mammals is again inherited from animals, right? So like that it is there. Here another example is given. Vehicle is as the root, and automobile and these manually pulled vehicles under it, they are all abstract. Up to the second level, all are abstracts. Only the third level, car, bus, cart, rickshaw, you are seeing in the market. Okay, you are seeing in the road, on the road, right? So they are actually concrete because so many cars are going, so many objects are going, right? Of a car class. Okay. So this last part, is leaf part, they are concrete. You can see their objects in the real world, right? Similarly, okay, in our also software system, we have some classes which are at the root, under them and more classes, those who inherit from the upper class, then under that more classes, like that we have, just we are imitating, we are copying the real world, right? So next is, see, okay, you can say that not only we are inheriting from one class to another, okay, when we inherit, we are bringing the attributes, we are bringing all the properties from the upper class to the lower class, right? All the properties. But the lower class can have its own property. The lower class can add its own property. Yes or no? Own property, own attribute, own behavior. Then only it can be called as little different from the parent. Okay? So that ability is there. Okay? So you understood that base class, subclass is called, base class is called as a also superclass. Okay? Subclass is called as a derived class, like that it is there. Okay. And last line you see, a subclass defines only those features that are unique to it. Just now I have told subclass can add some other properties, right? Unique for it. Subclass you understood all, the last level, the leaf level. Understood? Actually, each is a subclass. Next is polymorphism. Polymorphism means what? It is the concept that supports the capability of an object of a class to behave differently in response to a message or action. Understood? So an object will behave differently to a message. That means it is giving one example. See what? Okay. See day. If you suppose different objects are there, you will call this one object see day. So some objects, some animals cannot see in the day, daytime. Some animals are there which you can see in the night. Okay. So see day will be used by different animals in different ways. Yes or no? That is what it is telling, that same message but objects response it in different way. Right? Objects respond it in a different way. So that is what polymorphism. Okay. Objects respond the same message in different ways. Okay. Another example is given here, plus sign. 5 plus 7, here plus is the operator. Plus is the message. Plus is the message. Plus and 5 plus 7, they treat it differently. They are added. The result become 12. But Montfort plus school, they treat it differently. Though the plus is there, they are added. Right? So plus is there, same plus sign, but here they are treating it differently and the output is different. Response is different. Similarly, objects respond to the message differently in different circumstances. Right? So that is what polymorphism. Here one example is given. You have the area function. All are inheriting the area functions from the shape class. Shape class is the superclass. All are inheriting the area function, but we have already told that they can add their own attributes and they can change, the subclasses can change, but subclasses also can change the behavior. They can add own attribute as well as the subclasses can modify the behavior brought from the superclass. Here the behavior, what behavior is brought? Area. Okay. So each of the subclass can modify the behavior. Understood? That is called overriding. What it is called? overriding. In software, we call it method overriding. In software, we call it a method overriding. Here, so the same function is not used by the inherited function is not used by in the same way by everybody. Rather, everybody is changing it some way and using it. You can imagine that naturally area function for circle, for triangle, for rectangle will be different. Yes.